right. How's it going? Just make sure everything's working before I get started here. Another drink review combo. Yeah. So 2 more drinks to try today. One of them is unavailable, but if you look locally, there's a chance you'll be able to find it at a place that is named with a tree in the name, and it relates to cash money. Anyways, if you could figure that out, it's a local place. Where about it? But I'm doing Amazon stream, so they might complain. Anyways, got 2 different drinks. This is the one that's unavailable, Rockstar Zero Carb. But like I said, if you look locally, you might be able to find it. And then Trip Calm Elderflower Mint. Sounds very nice. I think I'll start with this one just to get out of the way. It's tough trying to find drinks that are always perfectly available and reasonably priced and everything on there, but not this time, I guess. I'm going to do my little stream here and go over the information on each product, try it out, and that's pretty much it. Between each one, I'll look at the comments and see if anyone said anything, which usually isn't the case, but when I'm doing the thing, doing my little presentation, or whatever you want to call it, I'm probably going to be focused on that. So, anyways, first one. Taking a look at this Rockstar Zero Carb. Seems kind of difficult to find, but if you can find one, try it out, I guess. Anyways, let's see what we got here. It is 16 fluid ounce, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 473 milliliters. And then for the nutrition facts, 25 calories, 55 milligrams of sodium. It's got niacin, B6, B12, pantothenic acid. That's a common combo for energy drinks. For the ingredients, we got carbonated water, taurine, also another common energy drink thing. Natural flavors, malic acid, citric acid, caffeine, green tea extract, sodium citrate. There's a word I'm not going to try to pronounce. I'll show it on screen though. Acephane potassium, that's a low-calorie sweetener. Sugar alternative. Sodium benzoate to preserve freshness. Sucralose is another low-calorie sweetener. Potassium sorbate, another preservative. L-carnitine, citrus pectin, and then some of the vitamins. Yerba mate extract. Red 40, caramel color. So it's got coloring in here. I always complain about coloring in drinks that is not from a natural source. Usually they would say like fruit or vegetable juice for color. This one doesn't. So it's just red 40 and caramel color. And it has blue one as well. Caffeine content, 240 milligrams. So a lot going on with this one. Let's do a zoom in. I like this blue. It's a very nice blue gray, or I mean blue silver combination. That caught my eye. There's a big star on there. Zero carb. Sugar free. 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. And got our nutrition facts, 25 calories, 55 milligrams of sodium. Our vitamins here, niacin, B6, B12, and pantothenic acid. And then the ingredients, which is a little difficult to read. Here we go. Carbonated water, taurine, natural flavor, malic acid, citric acid, caffeine, green tea extract, sodium citrate, and then that thing, whatever that is, glucose, tone. Yep. There's the aspartame, potassium, and also the sucralose, low calorie sweetener, sugar alternatives. Do your research on those and understand what you're drinking. There is some mixed research on some of them, health related. Sodium benzoate to preserve freshness. Potassium sorbate to preserve freshness. Lots of that stuff in here as well. L-carnitine, citrus pectin, some of the vitamins. We've got red 40 caramel color and blue 1 coloring in here. I'm not thrilled about that either. So, yeah, very mass produced, highly manufactured, scientifically designed energy drink, I guess, with the ingredients. Caffeine content 240 milligrams. So that's quite a bit of caffeine as well. Anyways, I think that's it for that. There's some marketing stuff. Yeah. There's a cool black tab on the top. I will say energy drink companies are good at marketing. I just like this blue color for some reason. It's nice blue. Oh. Kind of exploded a little bit. Let's use this one. There it is. Definitely got some foaming action. Red color. So that's a mix of the red 40, the caramel color, and the blue 1. You get this. Yeah. So we do a full zoom in here. That's what it looks like. The carbonation didn't last too long in the cup. But this cup has more distance to travel, I guess, for the drink. I'm going to pour it in there. Let's do a smell test. Kind of a tangy. Yeah. Anyways, it's kind of a tangy smell to it. Again, this is the Rockstar Zero Carb. Let's try it out. Tastes fruity. Let's try from the can. Doesn't seem to have a ton of carbonation to begin with. So even from the can, it's not super strong. It's got a tanginess to it. It's probably coming from the malic acid and the citric acid. And my tongue feels kind of dry after drinking it. Yeah, pretty much a tangy, either cherry or strawberry flavor to me. I don't know specifically what this is supposed to taste like. It just says natural flavor. I could look it up. But information's hard to find on this specific one. I mean, I'm fine with the flavor. It reminds me of just a generic energy drink flavor. Fruity, a bit tangy, sweet, obviously, from the sugar substitutes, which was sucralose and aspartame potassium. So if you're okay with that, you're okay with the coloring in here, which is the red 40 and the caramel color and the blue one. And you're also okay with 240 milligrams of caffeine, which is a pretty decent amount. For frame of reference, an 8-ounce cup of coffee will be like 75 to 120 milligrams. So you're definitely getting a good amount of caffeine in here. There's also taurine way at the top of the list. So in the ingredients list, it's carbonated water, and then taurine's the second component. So lots of taurine in here. And then the malic acid, natural flavor. Yeah. I don't mind the flavor. I think it tastes decent. Obviously, that's personal preference. Just to me, some sort of fruit flavor, bit tangy, bit sweet, a little bit sour as well. I think, at least for the flavor, for me, it's nice. I'm not thrilled with the food colorings. I'm not thrilled with the sweeteners used. It does have a lot of caffeine. So if you're sensitive to caffeine, obviously this is not going to be the thing for you. But overall, it's just a generic energy drink. So if you're looking for that and you see it available, for a reasonable price or whatever, might be worth checking out. So that was the Rockstar Zero Carb energy drink. I do really like the blue color, blue silver combo there. Very cool. All right. That was that. My throat is so dry. Next. Oh, any comments? Any questions? No? I don't see anything. All right, let's move on to the next one. Take a look at this. What was that? Taking a look at this Trip Mindful Blend Elderflower Mint sparkling drink. So very unique branding on it and different type of drink in general. This is 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters. We've got 25 calories in this can here. 7 grams of total carbohydrates, 5 grams of total sugars, 120 milligrams of magnesium. Let's see. Ingredients: carbonated water, fruit juices from concentrate, 26%. It's got a lot of fruit juice in here. That's nice. And it's apple and grapefruit. It does have erythritol, which is a low-calorie sweetener, erythritol. Magnesium citrate, citric acid, natural flavors, and botanical extracts, which is elderflower, mint, lemon balm, and chamomile meal. Stevia, another low-calorie sweetener. Lion's mane extract, KSM 66, ashwagandha root extract, and L-theanine. It's made in the U.S. with imported ingredients, and it's in New York. It says not recommended for children, pregnant, or breastfeeding women. All right. Let's do a close-up for you all. Trip Mindful Blend. Elderflower Mint Mindful Botanicals Lightly Sparkling Drink. 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters. Nutrition facts: 25 calories, 7 total carbohydrates. Of that, 5 grams of total sugars, and then 120 milligrams of magnesium, which is 30% of your daily value. And then for the ingredients, we've got carbonated water, fruit juices from concentrate, 26%, which is one of the higher amounts that I've seen in a drink like this. So it's apple and grapefruit, erythritol, which is a low-calorie sweetener, magnesium citrate, citric acid, natural flavors, and botanical extracts, which is elderflower, mint, lemon balm, chamomile, stevia. So we've got stevia and erythritol. Those are low-calorie sweeteners, sugar alternatives. Do your research on those and understand what you're drinking. There is some mixed research on some of them, like this erythritol one, related to your heart. Lion's mane, ASM 66 ashwagandha root extract, L-theanine, and it is made in New York. And it's not for children or pregnant or breastfeeding women, according to them. Non-GMO verified. And then here's some kind of marketing stuff. Does have lion's mane mushroom in it. And then these two, the L-theanine and ashwagandha plant. I'm not sure what those do. You'll have to read up for it. Read up for yourself on it to know. But obviously this is kind of a themed drink. Anyways, I think that's it. It says 100% recyclable. I assume the can, non-GMO, vegan, low calorie. On the side here. Let's pop it open. Whoa. That's got an intense smell to it. What is that smell? Is that elderflower? It smells like if you walk into a garden that's what the indoor gardens, what are those called? With the big windows. Like the whole thing is big glass. Man, my brain. What is it? What is it called? I don't know, but if you walk into there and it's got a ton of plants inside, that's what it smells like. There's mint too. It's like a mix of mint and this other very strong plant smell. It smells good. To me, it smells nice. Man, it's a strong smell. All right. Okay. There it is. It's got a little bit of a yellow green color, maybe. See the carbonation? It's all natural, I think, for the coloring, which is always nice to see. I don't think there's anything added. So it's 26% apple and grapefruit. I didn't really smell the grapefruit or the apple. Pretty much just smelled the plant, whatever plant that was. Probably the elderflower. But do another smell from the cup here. Yeah, this is an interesting smell. The mint is noticeable, but it's some other sort of plant smell. I think it smells nice. It just reminds me of something that hard to describe, I guess. Anyways, this is the Trip Elderflower Mint drink. Let's try it out. The flavor is intense as well. How can I describe this? Yeah, I do think that the grapefruit is noticeable. It's got that specific grapefruit flavor. But then you add mint to it, and then you add, I would assume it's the elderflower with the very specific smell and taste. There's some tanginess. It's not super sweet tasting, which is fine. I don't really notice the apple juice. Yeah, I guess it's there. But the apple gets kind of overshadowed by this general flavor that's coming through. This is a difficult one to describe the flavor of. Earthy, slightly earthy. The smell, of course, reminds me of if I can think of the word, I'm gonna look it up. What is the name of a place? Structure is glass. Greenhouse. It reminds me of a greenhouse with plants inside, and it's a summer day, and you're going in there. I mean, it doesn't have to be a summer day, but you go in there and you get a strong whiff of all the plants inside. There's a mix of a little bit of the dirt smell plus the plant smell. Yeah, that's kind of how I would describe it. Hmm. The mint is noticeable as well. I like this. It's different. Um, I think it's going to be very specific. I mean, personal preference is going to play into this one a lot. So you're going to just have to try it and see if you like the flavor profile. Uh, yeah, it's very interesting mix of flavors and smells going on. Okay, it's the botanical extracts. So we've got elderflower, mint, lemon balm, and chamomile. So imagine taking all of those as the botanical extracts, whatever that means. So it's going to play into the smell and the taste of it. And it also has the ashwagandha root extract and L-theanine and lion's mane mushroom. And then you add some grapefruit, you add some apple, 26% juice of those two. Fermented water, yeah, the sweeteners, all of the different flavors and smells going on definitely mask the two sweeteners being used. So stevia tends to have a very specific aftertaste and such. I don't really notice too much of it because it's just everything else going on, which is good, I think, in this case. It's different, it's unique. I like it. It's got the magnesium and such in here as well, if you care about that. I'm not too thrilled with the erythritol sweetener in here, based on what I've read about it, but I drink it obviously with these drink reviews and such. So, everything in moderation, right? So it's probably fine. I just like to mention things in my reviews so people go and do their own research and learn about things and such. That's kind of the main reason I mention it. But anyways, yeah, this is a unique one. It's going to be very personal preference based on the flavor, in my opinion. But other than that, I think it's worth checking out. It's unique and interesting. That was the Trip Elderflower Mint. That was a cool one. All right. If you're on Amazon or YouTube, feel free to follow my page on there. That would be helpful. I do the drink reviews, but I also do technology reviews whenever I have stuff to take a look at for for Amazon and such. Camera equipment when I have it available, just general computers and technology and such as well. But yeah, I'm gonna sign out. See ya. There's that. I'm gonna sign out of the YouTube channel. For YouTube, I'm going to do some editing on this channel. COTTY Scotty Photon. I don't have a way to move people to the other YouTube channel on YouTube. You need to have a certain amount of subscribers and stuff to do rating on YouTube. Anyways, yep. Sign out of there. Wow.